In 2001, I was working as a contractor, and I was a battalion commander in the Army Reserve. There was a war going on, and we started this company. I wanted to start a company where we could take better care of the people and be a better employer than what I had. It was a lot to balance, but I had a fantastic support structure.
In the early years of Sawdey Solution Services, it was all done at our house. Some of it in the basement, some of it on the kitchen table. When we first started paying ourselves, we would write a check, but we wouldn't cash it. There just wasn't enough money to cash the checks.
In 2003, I was walking through the park, and I thought to myself, Lord, if something doesn't change, I'm going to have to go back and get a job working for something else. The next day, I checked the mail, and there was a letter from the Small Business Administration saying, congratulations, you've been accepted into the 8A program. Off to the races.
The milestones that we had to address, going from a kitchen table to where we are now, are significant. I've seen us go from our first office to multiple locations around the country, multiple countries around the world. You want to treat your employees like a family. They're not a number. They're not just someone who produces revenue to the bottom line.
How do you keep a family environment when you're taking care of people that are in Naples, Italy? That is a hard question. We have the most dynamic communications and employee outreach capability that we can for a small business. We set ourselves up to be able to communicate and work closely with every employee no matter where they were.
So you gotta make sure that the person's taken care of and the customer's taken care of. And the only way you're gonna be able to do that is to get to know the people that you're going to hire and put in there because they represent you. Happy employees make for happy customers.
We got some really great people working for us. It's just amazing. We have engineers, IT specialists, weapon systems managers, mission planners, and we have administrative assistants. And I tell you what, those admins, they're a foundation in every office where they work. Our product is people. We're a professional services company. So it's really important to take care of the people. If you take care of the employee, they'll take care of the customer.
Right now we're managing about 1,000 individuals around the world. People that deal with intelligence, acquisition support, CMMC, cybersecurity, logistics, program management, financial management. We find the right people for the right job to do extraordinary things for our country.
I think the real heart of what makes going to work each day fun is the people that we get to work with. They're so smart, they're so skilled. And then the second thing that makes it so much fun is I get to work with my best friend.
What I enjoy most about the company is working with my wife. We're two peas in a pod. We finish each other's sentences. We're very like-minded in all that we do. And then one of the employees said, how do you do this? How do you work side by side with the same person and then go home, the same person every day? And we looked at each other, it's like, well, how can you not?
The one single person I lean on the most is my husband. He's been the backbone from the beginning. He was the payroll manager, the taxes. Every time we got overwhelmed, then that was when it was time to go hire somebody else. And when that person started getting overwhelmed, then it's time to go hire somebody else to help them out. And that's how we've grown the senior staff that we have today.
The growth from one person, Connie's employee number one, I'm employee number two, to hundreds and hundreds of employees, it's humbling. It truly is humbling. Jeff and Connie are just regular folks. We're not greedy. We don't have company cars. We don't have vacation homes. Our artwork around the office is jigsaw puzzles. Connie makes the jigsaw puzzles. I Mod Podge them and frame them up. That's just how we think. And everything extra that we can do to help an employee, that's what we want to do.
We've always focused on not hiring from the outside, but instead promoting from within. And with that, we have such a great generation of leaders that are going to take the company into the next 20 years. I'm very proud of what we've built. We've built a company that's focused on bringing the best resource to the customer's need all over the country, all over the world.